Hey guys, this is RC Projects 1966. This is Zach, and we're doing a 4-part in one video. This is a comparison between the Losi Scte core truck versus the Slash 4x4. This is the video for people who don't know which one to get. If you know anything about either one of these trucks, or you got some idea about them, the video is not really for you. I'm pointing out obvious stuff on them about my opinions on which one you should get. This is not a Slash 4x4. This is a Stampede 4x4. I've raced a Slash 4x4. I owned a Slash 4x4 for 6 months. I've had A-main finishes with it outdoor, B-main finishes with it indoor at Acers. I've raced at Medina. I've raced it strong, or not, sorry, I haven't raced it strong, but I've raced it in indoor and outdoor at Acers outdoor or indoor track and Medina outdoor track. So we're going to pretend this is a Slash 4x4, and we're also going to pretend it has its electronics in it like it came. Like I said, 4-part video, so we're going to go into part 1, which is going to be racing. Okay, so into part 1, which is racing. So, common questions, I guess, that people were asking me that they own the Slash and then they went over to the Losi. Like I did. Originally I had the Slash, then I sold it and went to the Losi. So, common questions, I guess, could be, or would have been, or did happen. How was the, what did you have to do to change your driving style? How do you like it? What's the difference between the two? The biggest thing that I noticed is the in-air handling. It's 100 times better with the Losi. It's got a low center of gravity, so it automatically wants to just level out. When you hit it, it doesn't want to kite. It doesn't want to kind of glide through the air. It wants to hit the ground because it's so heavy, so it can hit the jumps twice as fast and still go as far, which might be hard for clearing a triple, but for every jump except that one that's 40 feet long, it's going to be better on it. It's going to have better in-air handling, and it's going to drop quicker, which is perfect. So you can hit the jump going faster. I got passed, when I drove my Slash, I was getting passed by Losis on the face of the jump, and he would pass me. He'd go faster through the air, and we'd both land in the same spot because his truck was so much heavier. Second thing to notice is the almost acceleration. When we hit the Slash, it kind of wants to go sideways, and you correct it, and then it goes the other sideways, and then it kind of just tops out. The Losi, you hit it, and you don't even notice how fast you're going until you pass some guy with a Slash, and you're going 3 times as quick as he is. The truck is so stable when it takes off, it just wants to stay there. It doesn't want to spin out of control. It doesn't want to get squirrely. I've spun my Slash in the straightaway, topped out. I would hit a bump, and the truck would just spin around, and you're looking like, where did my truck just go? And you look back and it's like, holy crap, and it's turned around. Never had that happen with this truck. I've only raced this truck for 2 months. I've had this one for about 6 months, the Slash 4x4. So I know pretty much everything there is about the Slash that I need to know. And the Losi I'm still learning, but I know enough about the racing perspective of it. So we're going to go into part 2, which is going to be bashing these trucks. So, see ya. Okay, so this is going to be part 2. Bashing either one of these trucks. I've never bashed the Losi. I never will bash the Losi. I know of 1, maybe 2 people who actually bash them, and both of them are done bashing the trucks now. You bend chassis, you break A-arms, you bend shocks, you bend rear shock towers. Truck's not meant to be bashed. If you're going to bash, don't buy the Losi. That's pretty much the bottom line. The Slash, if all you want to do is bash, just buy the Slash. That's pretty much enough said about the bashing. It's no comparison. The Slash beats the Losi almost every time. So, for bashing, the Slash is better. Pretty much everyone on the internet says that. I have 2 trucks in front of me, the Slash 4x4. I've owned the Stampede and the Slash. You guys can go back and look. I have multiple videos of my Slash. I have both the trucks, and I'm telling you that the Slash is better for bashing. If all you want to do is bash, though, here's the thing. If all you want to do is bash, and you're trying to decide between these 2 trucks, I wouldn't get either one of them. The problem with bashing a core truck is the small tires and the big bodies, they break easy. I would buy a Stampede 4x4 or an E-Max or a Savage or something else, because $400 trucks aren't really the best for bashing. Because when something goes wrong on them, $400 truck plus 40 miles an hour to a telephone pole equals a big repair bill. So, I wouldn't buy either one of them. So we're going to go into part 3, which is going to be racing. Or, cost, sorry. Sorry about my sleep back there. The phone was ringing. I was trying to listen to that and talk to you. So into cost to finish either one of these trucks. This truck, you buy it, you take it out of the box, and it's done. It comes with a remote, comes with all your electronics, it comes with a battery. All you gotta do is buy AA's. This truck comes with a roller, so you're gonna have to spend $300, depending on how you finish it. I finished mine for right around $300. You could put this, and you could buy the $150 Tika motor, and you could buy a $200 Co-Pro server, you could buy a DX3R, and yeah, you could finish it for $2,000 if you wanted to, but most people are going to be able to finish it for under $700-800. Most people. You could finish it for more. You could probably finish the thing for $400 if you want to do brush motor. But most people are going to finish it between $600 and $700 if you do it like 90% of the people at the track. So we're going to go into the last part, which is going to be just what truck do I recommend. Okay, so the final part of the video, what truck do I really recommend? If you could only have one of these, which one would you get? So if you want to do any bashing at all, really you're going to want to get the Slash. Now, like I said earlier, I wouldn't buy the Slash to bash with. The problem is with the Slash is they built it as a bashing truck, but it's not good to bash with a truck with little tires because it gets stuck a lot. The body's wide, so it collects a lot of dirt on the inside. They built a bashing truck, but nobody bashed him because the tires were too small. But then no one could race him because the Losi came in. So the problem is with the Slash is it's not really good for anything. I wouldn't buy the Slash because I'd buy the Stampede instead to bash with. So I wouldn't bash the Slash 4x4, but I wouldn't race the Slash 4x4 because you can buy a Losi. So I'm not saying the Slash is a bad truck. I'm just saying that it's not really good for, Traxxas built it and said, well, let's build, let's say they said, well, let's build a bashing truck. Well, who's going to buy the Slash 4x4? They can buy the Stampede 4x4 for the same price, but it's got bigger tires on it and a body that doesn't collect dirt on the inside. And then let's say Traxxas said, well, let's build a race truck. Well, they said, let's build a race truck. But Losi said, let's build a better race truck with a low center of gravity chassis. And it's a roller, so you're not stuck with this motor when you wanted another motor. So if you're going to bash, yes, if you had to pick between those two trucks, if you had to bash, I pick the Slash. If you had to pick to bash with a truck, I wouldn't buy either one of these. I would buy an E-Max, a Summit, a Savage, anything but a short course truck. Now if you had to race, I would pick this pretty much over any other cord truck for outdoor. For indoor, the Team Associated, I've never run it, but I've heard through other people that have run it that it works good for indoor. I would probably race this for indoor because I have it and I don't want to buy another truck. So for racing, this is definitely better. So really, if you had to pick between these two trucks for anything, the Losi is going to beat the Slash in pretty much everything, except maybe durability on some occasions where the back shock tower likes to bend on this a lot. And that's one of the problems with this truck, and a lot of people have had problems with the chassis itself bending and also getting scraped very bad. But luckily, there's an aftermarket chassis for this one for right around $90. If you want to get an aftermarket aluminum chassis for this one, you're looking at $180 for an aftermarket aluminum chassis. After you buy that aluminum chassis, these trucks are pretty much going to be equal. The Losi might have a little bit of an edge because it's a little bit heavier, but they're pretty much going to be equal. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to comment.